Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
A quick throw into the hands of Rager. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 18 more yards there and another first down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Kaepernick now on first down. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 19.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. First and 10 at the 19.
Check 55, Mike. I can't believe they let you play.
The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 19-yard line.
A second and 11 from the 19. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be design runs as well as his scrambles.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Max Crosby. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Cook. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And with very little time left on the play clock, Pete Carroll's going to call timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Cook. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
Well, so often now we're praising tight ends for their nimbleness and how they catch the ball downfield. But occasionally we get a reminder that tight ends, they've got that tough guy aspect too. How about him catching that short one there, shaking off tacklers, and turning that into an expansive gain downfield.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
He's brought down at the 20.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Third and 2, now Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
56. 56 right there. 56.
Running for it. Here's Cook. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. Dalvin Cook turned away on 4th down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Slam. Jim. Use you. Monday. Use me. Oh, that's the mic. Bring it.
On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now they'll throw with Kaepernick. And this is caught off a deflection. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Yetur Gross-Matos able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
91. We got 3, fellas. We got 2. 38, 38. And let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Kaepernick now to throw. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last drive, They were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run the counter with Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Grant Delpit in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Yetur Gross-Matos able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. Two minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Flush to his right. He'll fire it deep for Rager. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They start the drive with Cook. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Dalvin Cook, the ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Block 80. Check, block 54, block 54. Here we go, G, get off the field. Easy. Kill. Check foot. Check the hot.
And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Cook following the penalty. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make the second very manageable.
Man, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
4 yards the pickup, first down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll set them back 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Game situation. Let's go. At 25 to Mike. We go 25 to Mike. Come on, D. Kill.
A give, the first man through, Gillespie of the fullback. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
32-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance.
Seahawks.
So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And maybe time for this offense to really hit the reset button. They were shut out in the first half, but still, they're right in this game.
They certainly are. What I like about it is that you actually continue to play. You know, you just find a way to make a few plays yourself, and you noted it. Right there on the border in this game, they're not that far off. Just got to find a play or two, and they could be very happy at that point.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a run with Cook. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. On 2nd down, it's Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Switch up, switch up. Mike 48, Mike 48.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Able to power through. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They run again on first down. Cook. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They run. Cook. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Coming right, this is Cook on the toss play. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Touchdown.
Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
The 24-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And they run the option on second down. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch out. Tie your rock.
They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. And he completes it to Cohen. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They'll run on second down with Cohen. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the fourth and final quarter. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. To throw is Kaepernick. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
But if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
It's 2nd and inches.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Kaepernick going to run with it. And he's got some space here. Say what you want, but Kaepernick's still one of the best at doing that as the scramble gets him a first.
A few better when running the option or an RPO than Colin Kaepernick. Yeah, that's a nice gain right there.
And so much of making that play pay off is the decision-making. You've got to be able to make a read of the defense at a split second, whether you hand it off or keep it yourself, and he made the right decision there, no doubt about it.
Kaepernick now on first down. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Now an option play on second down.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2nd and 7.
Throwing now is Kaepernick. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
91.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Tariq Cohen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Cardinals 10, Seahawks 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Running on 1st down is Cook, but he didn't find much there. Call it a gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Again, it's Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going.
1st down.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Cook. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
First down, Seattle.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. On the tackle there, Natrell Jamerson out of Wisconsin. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Now it's 2nd and 9.
Let's go. It's serious right here. We got to step up. Check my 33. Check my 33. Right now, sweetheart.
Back to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to get this one down to Cook, and he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Seahawks, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.